In 2023, Chief Dele Momodu was one of the presidential hopefuls of the PDP party. So many people were surprised to see him in Edo State, which he said was his place of origin. Because before now, everybody thought Chief Dele Momodu was a Yoruba man. Now we are seeing him going to a town in Edo State, which he called his place of origin. And on the Honest Bunch podcast, Chief Dele Momodu shared more on this. But first, I want to ask us, this is very common in Nigeria. Chief Dele Momodu's mom was a Yoruba woman. His father was from Edo State. He was born and raised in Ife. He's very Yoruba to the core. He speaks the language. He's very cultural. He's proud of the Yoruba culture, which is the culture he grew up as his own culture. Nothing wrong in that. But when it came time to declare his intention, he had to go back to his real, in quotes, real place of origin, which was where his father came from, even though he had never been there all his life.
My father, I don't know how he navigated and meandered his way to Ile-Ife. So he found his way to Ife in those days like all adventurous kids. And it came from Ihebe, which we now know as Owan East local government in Edo State. Settled in Ile-Ife, met my mother, Gladys Arike Momodu Omaroti Webioju. And they got married, and I'm the only product of that union. So being born in Ile-Ife, I am honored to have been born in Ile-Ife. I call myself an Ife boy, because if I was born in America, that same day I'll get an American passport. And I should be able to contest. It pains me that Nigeria does not encourage such. There is no earthly reason, except in Lagos. I don't think there's any other place they will allow me to contest. I'm a bona fide Edo boy, but I'm also a bona fide Ife boy. Dioni tells everybody who cares to listen, Dioni Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi the second, Biojaja the second, and he says nobody can tell him I'm not an Ife boy. I grew up just right in the palace. I've lived through three Onis. Obadiremi, who was like our father, you know. I'm very close to his children, grandchildren, and everybody. I lived through the Oni Oba Okwadeshi Juade Olubushe II. I actually worked for him from the age of 25 to 26. And then after that, the current Oni. So nobody can tell me more about Ife. I know Ife inside out. And my mother came from Gbogonia Ile-Ife in Osun State. And she was buried in Gbogon. My father was actually buried in Ife because at that time, the belief was in witches and witchcraft, and that if they took us home, they would have killed
As at that time?
As at that time. No, but right now we've demystified it. The day I was going home, my mother was crying that, hey, they're going to kill you. And I said, well, they are my people. If they brought me to the world, if they kill me, so be it. I want to know where my father
comes from.
Yes, and you won't believe it. I was warmly received. And no witch or wizard killed me, otherwise I won't be on this show. You know, and they gave me huge land, maybe about 6 plots of land on that occasion. And I promised that I will build, and I'm saying it for the first time on this program, that I've succeeded in building a home.
You see,
Wow. Congratulations.
That's back home in Edo State,
In
you
Edo
mean?
State,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, okay.
In Edo State.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
And that's one thing we see in Nigeria a lot. When, even though you were born and raised in a place, they will never consider you as being from that place unless your father is from that place. If your father is not from that place, even if your mother is, you are not from that place. If you need to do something important, you have to go back to your father's place of origin. So your father's place of origin is your place of origin. But we as Nigerians, when we go abroad, we want to collect the passports. We want to claim, oh, I'm British, I'm American, I'm Canadian, because I was born here, or because I lived in this city. I'm from California, I'm from Calgary, because I've lived in this city all my life. But it doesn't translate like that in Nigeria. In Nigeria, if you like, born and bred, you even answer their name, they will send you back to your father's place of origin if your father is not from that place. So this was a very interesting thing. And some people say that's tribalism, while others say it's cultural preservation. Because come to think of it, if this was not in place, Do you think Chief Dele Momodu would ever go to his father's place of origin? Will he ever go to his father's people? Because he even said when he went there, he was warmly received, and he has now built a place in his father's village, which to some is a plus. At least there's something that will be bringing him home. But others are saying it's tribalism, because why would he have to go back to Edo State where he did not grow up, he knows nothing about, to declare the Yorubas are not accepting as truly one of their own? In Edo State itself, there's this problem, because Edo State has a lot of different ethnic groups that make up Edo State. And Benin is the major city they all come to, because there are lots of rural villages in Edo State. Many people come to the capital, Benin City. They raise their families there, they get jobs, their children are born there, but at the end of the day, the Benins will not see those children born in Benin as Benins. They'll say, no, you are not Benin. That's why you hear people say, oh, I'm Edo, I'm Edo. They rather say you are Edo. It's because in Benin, you can't claim to be Benin if your father is not from Benin. Even if your mother is from Benin, they will say, no, you are not Benin. You are your father's. So is it the patriarchy thing, or is it tribalism, or is it cultural preservation? What does Dele Momodu's experience teach you about Nigeria? Have you ever experienced this? Are you from a major tribe or a minor tribe? Share your thoughts and comments in the section. Thank you for watching. Please check out our other videos on the channel and subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers together. Bye.